Clearly, we can't afford natural gas drilling in the Delaware River watershed.
One of the things that we were talking with the Criminal Justice Department of the EPA, we've actually been asked to show the film at the Justice Department in DC because the criminal section of EPA wanted to know where's all this stuff going, because dumping that's criminal.
We can't afford to clean our water using a lot of energy for the rest of time. That's a bad deal.
And there is a misunderstanding as to carbon emissions, whereas the actual natural gas does burn cleaner, but people are not taking into account the carbon emissions that it takes to produce natural gas, and it's a net loss.
Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles.
Chills.
I got chills in my arms. And organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
Is pushing to override any kind of local zoning. And the last thing we want to see is local zoning being somehow undercut.
And the key is if the land, 75% of the land around you is leased, then the remaining 25% in 1 square mile area gets pulled in and forced into.
Forced pooling, and the whole place went completely insane, and they started screaming and throwing things. It was awesome.
That is the most important thing to not let happen next, is that there's going to be eminent domain by the PennDOT, who's going to say, now, well, how do you get the gas that's compressed on your land someplace else? Pipeline, eminent domain to buy privacy, and that has to be fought.
And the rest of the country doesn't have what we have.
We want a moratorium in place while, number one, a cumulative analysis is done to find out, can this watershed even handle any natural gas development?